balance over megadosing. Health isn't built on extremes. Oliabo is formulated for harmony instead of flooding the system. And when balance returns, performance follows.
Well, hello, everyone. Derek from Peterborough. I know where Peterborough is. Gord, we've been there. Hey, Keith and Donna, and great to have everyone. My name is Joe Morton. I'm one of the owners over here, one of the founders. Hey, David, and Katrina. Well, they're all coming in. Harley, greetings. Great to be with you all. My name's Joe Morton. Hello, and from. I can't keep up with everyone. Sorry, guys. These are great names. Wonderful to have that. I know. Ray, Jim, great to have you all. Hey, Ray from Colorado. Welcome. So here we are. We're here talking about Oliabo. You're wondering, while everyone's kind of coming in here and joining, you might be wondering, what is that Oliabo? What's the name? Because there's going to be some new people on this call. We know how these calls work. It stands for Olia, is Italian for oil, and botanical is botanica, or in Italian. So Oliabo. Gordon and I, my brother Gordon, who's going to be talking here in a moment, he's our CEO. He's our visionary of this company. And we're both Italian. Our mother's maiden name Stefanini, and our roots go back to Italy. This is really, I guess you could say, a Mediterranean story, but yes, we lead with the Italian story because this is our Italian roots here. And absolutely love these products. We're talking about our flagship product being Prima. For those who may be here for the first time and you're wondering, what is this stuff? Hey, Bonnie, welcome from Calgary. So you might be wondering, what is this little packet that everyone's talking about? What is in here? This is an amazing product where we take where it's olive tree derived. So we're not talking just extra virgin olive oil, although we have that. We're not talking just extra virgin oil. We're talking high phenolic extra virgin olive oil in these two capsules here, which means the polyphenol count is that much higher. Hey, Betsy, welcome from Panama, our main person from Panama. We're grateful for you. And then we also have in there a capsule that's a proprietary blend of olive leaf extract and olive fruit extract. That's the white capsule. And please know, we're talking high polyphenol count, because now we're not talking just, there's powerful studies that come out of extra virgin olive oil, plain extra virgin, culinary extra virgin olive oil. But when you get to high phenolic, it just means the polyphenol count is 2, 3, 4 times as powerful. And it's a little more bitter. It's not quite for the culinary tastes, but it's great for the health. But then you take the capsules, these white capsules with the power of the extracts, and I'm telling you, it's remarkable. The polyphenol count is so much higher. So we lead with Prima. This is what we lead with. And it's beautiful packaging. I love Gordon's vision on this. This packaging is absolutely brilliant. And then we have a red capsule in there. You wonder, what is this red capsule? Well, we call it the rosa. It just means Italian, red in Italian. Find a Mediterranean dinner that doesn't have grapes in some form or another and tomatoes. Pretty hard to find. That's a part of the Mediterranean secret. So we have grapeseed extract and we have lycopene extract, lycopene coming from tomatoes and grapeseed coming from grapes. And this is our product right here. Very easy to take, just kind of rip it open. I like to do this live on the call so that if you're wondering, when do you take this? Do you take it in the morning? Do you take it in the afternoon? Take it at night? All of the above. You pop it in your mouth, down the hatch. Now, of course, Gordon and I have been taking these from when we were little children. We have black belts in taking herbal supplements. We can take entire handfuls. And so you might have to take one by one. It's okay. Either way, it works. Goes in down the hatch in the same way. We also happen to have our own culinary extra virgin olive oil that's very popular. Learn how you can get this for free. Yes, I just said that. This is on the PermaSprint. Find out from your upline how you can get that for free. It's quite powerful. And then, of course, we have our Flex, which is a topical. Ashley, hats off. This is like the best topical for sore joints and muscles that I've ever tried. Hands down, nothing comes close. And then we have our Viso Lux that recently came out. It's so easy to apply, a little roller ball, just put it around your eyes. I mean, there's a reason why I have such glowing skin, everyone. I'm putting this on every day. Pretty easy to use. So with that said, we have a great call lined up. Let's go to our first slide here, Adam, which is called community. And we talk about community. Why are we talking about community? Because it's so important in our longevity. Frankly, longevity experts are talking about community, how we need each other. And so we're doing we're doing meetings all over the place. In fact, I'm getting on a plane tomorrow and I'm joining Mike McCarthy and Betty and the team out there, Fred and Ron, and the whole group. In fact, I'm going to be at this restaurant. I've showed you, it's kind of on my wall right now, but I'm going to be able to go to Rod and Kim's restaurant in Raleigh and look for information on these, because there's going to be great meetings. It's going to be one in Greensboro. It's going to be a little smaller, but we're going to one in Greensboro as well. And so community, we're bringing people together again in a world that's separating humans from each other. We're bringing them together and we're saying we need each other. And so one person who is really good at this, really good, just became Premio last month. And I just absolutely, we all love talking to Liddy Flum. Let's show a picture of Liddy here, Adam, because this lady, look at this, she's incredible. This woman is on the go constantly. And I want to point out the different recognition. She just hit Premio. So first and foremost, there's that beautiful Premio pin that will be sent to her that she can proudly wear, that shows the Premio. She just hit that. Now, if you're wondering what Premio is, maybe Kent, who's the next up, he can maybe go into a little more detail. But basically, Liddy has to have 2 ventis and one quinto, and then an equivalent of at least 50,000 in volume in our organization. This is pretty amazing and pretty tough to come by. She's part of the Grand Club and she's a VIP member and she's everything. And what I love, and I hope we got Liddy on here. I know we were working. Oh, there's Liddy. Liddy's here. So one thing I got to give props to Liddy. Everywhere I go with Liddy, in fact, we've been setting up some meetings. We're going to do one in Chicago, so watch for this later this month, and then after that, we'll be in Liddy. You're going to have to remind me. Oh, Nashville, Tennessee, and then Atlanta. And one thing I love about Liddy, this is the power. Man, I like this quote. Our father used to teach us this word. You'll probably remember this, like how many times we heard this from our dad. He was quoting Stephen Covey, who would say, managers manage it and leaders determine what it is. And Liddy's a leader. She just says, this is it. And I get this quite regularly. Liddy says, be at this meeting. I'm going to be at this meeting. And it's powerful. That's how Chicago got on the map, because Liddy said, hey, you should be at this meeting. And we heard from Isaac Holt a couple of weeks ago. He shared his testimonial, and he's just blown up. One of our biggest recruiters in the United States this last month, and he's just blowing up Chicago. Not just him. There's other groups that are doing. And he drove 7.5, 8 hours, Liddy, to come to that meeting in Wisconsin. And I'm grateful he did, because he's really making a difference. So Liddy, join us. If you could unmute and join us for this call. Congratulations.
Oh.
Congratulations, my friend. You made it happen. Gord's giving you
Props, Liddy. Yes. I'm talking about you talk. Congrats. I don't want to steal your moment. Congrats.
Teamwork. First of all, wouldn't have been here without an invitation. Secondly, wouldn't be here if it didn't have product that performs. And thirdly, a team that stands behind and puts breath beneath our wings and gives us the ability to soar. So it's exciting to bring all of you from the home team to the field, and then Joe representing you as the home team and bring him into the field. So the field team, I always felt like, the field team needs the home team and the home team needs the field team, because without us, you don't have a business, and without you, we don't have a business. So I see it like a dovetail. It's like it's the perfect match. And, I've studied a little bit about what is called the perfect match. I call it a match made in heaven, because of 46 chromosomes on the olive tree, and we're 46 chromosomes. So it's finally, we have the match made in heaven. I'm done. I am in, and I'm in it to help everyone win it. I just think kudos. I'm grateful for the beautiful team that we have. And I read a book once as I was 43 years in this industry. Uh, and there was a book that was written about high risk, high return, low risk, low return. And as I started reading, I thought about this fact that when we bring this kind of a marketing platform to the people, it's low risk, high return. And so, having a conversation with Curtis, thank you, Curtis, I woke up to what is compression on horizontal and vertical compression. And that's what I experienced. And I am so grateful. I have never in the 43 years experienced anything so amazing. Gratitude. And Adam,
Oh,
thank you for hustling product out to us because when we're out, we're like panicking. Thank you all.
I had this great conversation with Liddy. You got to know, Liddy leads with her heart. She leads as a leader, and it's very impressive. But I was talking to Dr. Jerry this morning. It was kind of fun, Liddy, and he's like, every time you call Liddy, she's on the phone every time, and she's usually going to connect you to someone, and they have a testimonial. It's beautiful, and so you really understand how to lead with the product. If there's one bit of advice, Liddy, that you just want to drop right now, uh, one thing. What's on your mind? I don't know. Is there something? Oh, by the way, someone asked what book that was, but what's one thing that can kind of you want to just throw a nugget of wisdom out to the group? You just hit Premio, which is impressive. On your way to Italy, by the way, to be able to qualify for that Italy trip. What's one bit of advice you want to throw out there?
Um, always find the one thing that makes everything work. This is it. I am done. Um, I know that it's not like adding one more thing. We are saving $900 in the so-called health protocol for my father a month, saving $900 by adding these products. So he was on $1,400 worth of product. He's now on $500 worth of product, and my dad has a life back. I've watched a wilting flower come back into full bloom. I am forever grateful.
I love it. So Liddy, and this is one thing that I will say that Liddy leads with the product and she teaches people. I see it firsthand, Liddy, when we're doing meetings. I mean, be a product of the product, be a product of the product. And naturally, after that happens, Liddy, we become evangelical, don't we? I mean, we just want to share it with everyone.
Yeah, it's just so real. Like it bridges all those gaps. It is honestly a final, uh, it's like I'm finally feel like I've arrived after all
Awesome.
these years. Now it just puts everything in place. It doesn't matter what their diagnostic prognostic is. Actually, it is going to make everything. It's sort of like all the detours and rerouting is gone. Get your
Mhm.
GPS direct connect and don't run out of fuel because you know what? You're not going to be exhausted. You're going to have vitality. And I think that's what's happening. Sleep better, feel better, joy. Husbands are doing, landscaping projects. And oh my gosh, I get those kind of calls. It's just been like, I feel so happy I can get out of bed now. Anyway,
That's awesome. Thank you for your leadership, Liddy. We really
you're
appreciate it. We're
welcome.
feeling it all over, aren't we, guys? I mean, everywhere we go, Liddy, Liddy, Liddy. Hernan just throws in a message. Congratulations, Liddy is this way. He's right. I mean, I can't remember what you said there, Hernan. It went across so fast, but he's right. I mean, just this is Liddy, and who you're seeing right now is the leader that Liddy is, and I'm grateful for it. And Liddy's built some massive organizations in the past, and we're just getting started, aren't we, Liddy? I mean, just getting started.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm grateful.
Awesome. Thank you, Liddy. Thanks for joining today.
Appreciate
And
you all.
congratulations on Premio again. Just the beginning. We're just getting started. And which brings up the next point. Kent Wood. Look at that handsome man, Liddy. Look at that guy. Look at he's our
Oh my
CFO.
gosh.
This guy's in charge of our numbers, and I'm so grateful for it because I've known Kent a long time. And I trust Kent with everything in my life. And I'll tell you, not only is he the handsome guy in this group right now, but I trust him with my life 100%, and I'm grateful for Kent as our partner, our CFO. And Kent, why don't you come to the call now and talk to us and educate us on a new promo that we've got going?
Absolutely, Bill. Thank you so much. I love getting to work with Joe Morton every day. And I love seeing him leave the Salt Lake Airport, drop into whether it's Minnesota or North Carolina or coming up Nashville. And he brings so much energy back from these meetings, telling stories of the powerful leaders such as Liddy. Liddy, congratulations on Premio. As Joe was explaining the significance of Premio, Premio allows people to participate in the global bonus. It gets people on the Italy trip coming up in October of this year. This is a huge deal for Liddy and our other Premios to have hit that rank. We are going to produce an insane amount of Premios this summer with this promotion that we're calling Via. Via in Italian means road or path, and this is our path to Premio. This is the opportunity that whether you started yesterday, whether you started in January, whether you were a COPPA, whether you are just barely making your first purchase or having your first person join your team, wherever you find yourself, we have built this promotion to produce a crazy amount of Premios this summer. One of the points of emphasis here is that the Italy qualification period runs through August 31st. This is our opportunity to help you earn a trip to Italy. And we do that by progressing through each of our ranks, Coppa, Quinto, Vente, all the way to Premio. And so we have designed a rank advancement bonus for you to participate in. If you have not yet hit Coppa and you hit for the first time, at some point between June and August, you will receive a $50 bonus. If you hit the following month, you get another $50 bonus. There are a couple of ways where you can double the amount of the Coppa rank advancement bonus. Number one is if you happen to be in your first full month with us at Oliabo, you're going to get $100 for that first month bonus. And so this, as a first full month, it applies to anyone who enroll in the month of May or those who enroll in June and reach the rank of Coppa. They will receive $100 in addition to all of the other sprint and other commissions that they are being paid. The other way to double your Coppa bonus is if in your second month at Coppa, you have 2,500 or more in volume, we're going to up that bonus to $100. So $100 for your first month at Coppa if you're in your first full month with Oliabo, $100 if your second month volume is 2,500. The reason for that is you are halfway to Quinto. And so we are rewarding those that not only hit Coppa, but are making significant progress toward the next rank. So somewhere between $100 and $200 is the additional cash that we are paying out to all of our brand new Coppas June through August. Let's go to the next slide where we will identify the Quinto rank advancement bonus. This is your opportunity to earn up to $1,000 as a brand new Quinto with us. The way it's going to happen is your first month at Quinto, you get $250 of additional payment for reaching that rank on top of all of your other commissions and bonuses. In your second month, you will receive another $250 bonus. And if you hit a third consecutive month, you will get another $250 bonus on top of that. Now we're going to reward those who hit Quinto in their first 3 full months. So whether you enroll in the month of May, whether you enrolled in the month of May, whether you enroll in June, you've got 3 months with which to hit Quinto, and you would get a $500 bonus in your first month instead of the $250. So all Quintos have the opportunity to earn between $750 and $1,000 of additional bonuses. Let's jump to what we are doing for our Ventes, where we will pay up to $5,000 for our new Ventes. There's not a time limit. There's not a what we refer to as a kickstart for those that do it quick, because this promotion is only 3 months. And that 3-month window for the accelerated bonus is just limited to the Kappa and Quintos. But anyone who reaches Vente is going to get a $1,500 bonus in their first month, another $1,500 in their second month at Vente, and you hit a third consecutive month at Vente, you get another $2,000 bonus. You add those up, that's $5,000 over those 3 months to all of our new Ventes. Now, let me highlight a couple of quick important things. Number one is if you happen to skip a rank, these bonuses are stackable. So if you hit Kappa this month, and let's suppose that it's your first full month with us, you're going to get that $100 bonus for your first month. Let's say that things go crazy, and in the month of July, you happen to hit Vente. You are not only going to receive your second month at Kappa, and obviously you would have more than 2,500 in volume, so you get $100 for that, but that will also be your first month Quinto and your first month at Vente. So you're going to get $500 for Quinto, you're going to get $1,500 for Vente. All of those are going to stack and pay out in the months that you hit. This is not a program where you want to move carefully and slowly. We want you to build your business as rapidly as you can, and we will make sure that these bonuses are showing up in your account the middle of the following month as soon as you hit these ranks. For those of you who have already hit Kappa, Vente, or Quinto or Vente in your history with us, if you've hit just a single time, you have the opportunity of earning your month 2 bonus for any of those ranks, and that would begin in June. So if you've already hit Kappa, let's say it's back in February, get back to Kappa and we will pay you your month 2 payment for Kappa. If you've hit Quinto or Vente twice, hit the third month at either of those ranks in the month of June, and we would give you that $250, or in the case of Vente, $2,000 bonus for your third month. Our focus is not on what has happened over the last 6 months. Our focus is leveraging Studio, leveraging the new design of the website, growing your business, growing your rank, and rewarding you for hitting all of these ranks. Putting you in a position to reach Premio, participate in our global bonus pool, and participate with us on our trip in Italy. All of this information is going to be in a downloadable PDF accessible in Studio. I want to thank Curtis for he and the team working so diligently to execute on the launch of the Studio, the Oliabo Studio app, the website, the commission calculator that we've got. They put in a tremendous amount of work, and I would love to have him share with you the progress and an important meeting coming up where you can continue to learn about the power of these tools. Curtis Fulmer, our president and CIO.
Kent, thank you. Thank you so much. So grateful to be able to be on this journey with you and everyone here. Just excited about all that we've done and all that we're doing and where we're going together. Really appreciate the opportunity that we had to talk with and recognize Liddy, and for Joe, all your efforts to travel and make those meetings happen. I mean, you see all of these different pieces coming together. It's really all of us working together that makes it possible for us to help people to get these products out there and to make a difference in people's lives. And so it's just incredible to see how the in-person interactions, the meetings, the individuals, and then you pull in the technology and how that helps facilitate all of this. And Oliabo Studio, it's out there now. It's live. It's alive, right? So if you haven't yet, make sure that you go and you find the app Oliabo Studio on your favorite app store. So whether you've got Android or iOS, go on your device, go into the App Store, download Oliabo Studio, and get in there, right? Get in there, get testing it and using it and learning it and figuring it out, and ask us questions. And speaking of questions, we're going to be doing a weekly training now. So every week, we'll be doing a Thursday training call starting tomorrow from 2 p.m. Mountain Time every Thursday. So we'll be training on Oliabo Studio, both the mobile app, the desktop portal, how it all unifies together within the website. We'll also talk through comp plan questions, other kind of questions, anything that we can do to help you be successful in using these tools and in building your business to change your life, to help other people's lives with the products and opportunity that Oliabo provides. So make sure that you download the app, that you get connected into Studio, because there's also a calendar within Studio that tells you all the events. It'll tell you when the webinars are. It'll tell you if there's any local events happening in your area. It'll tell you other webinars that might be happening globally that other team leaders are putting on that they've wanted to invite other people to and open up to the general public to be able to participate in. So get into Studio. The way that you can do that, you can go to oliabo.com and you can log into the Studio portal right there in the upper right corner. You can log in there or downloading the app. You want to make sure that you've got all of that and accessing that and using it every day. Get in there, get familiar with it, and join the call tomorrow so that you can ask your questions and learn how it can benefit you in your business, because it's built to help all of us, whether you're an in-person kind of a builder that's working one-on-one or with groups, or if you're all about that social media influence and sharing that way, or if you're texting and sending emails, or if you're creating your own website and creating ads and all that kind of stuff. Studio can help facilitate all of that and really amp it up. So get in there, get using it, get familiar with it, and be on that call tomorrow. Now, I have the privilege and honor. Oh, one last thing. With any kind of a transition, there's always new things to learn and new processes as far as how Studio works, how the website works. Don't feel intimidated. Let us know if you've got questions. Join the call tomorrow, and then continue to reach out to support with any questions so that we can make sure you have what you need. But now I do have the privilege and honor of being able to introduce one of my favorite people and one of my favorite partners. Sorry, guys, that's just how it is. Ashley Brown, our Chief Product Officer, incredible at helping us really make these products all that they need to be. For those of you who don't know, she's single-handedly formulated and created some of our top products, Flex, VisoLux, so many more that's coming out, and she's an incredible Chief Product Officer, an incredible friend, and a powerful part of this team in so many ways. So Ashley, take it away.
Aw, thanks, Curtis. Isn't he great, you guys? And the app looks beautiful. It is so much fun to use. I open it during the day too, and I'm like, okay, what else? What else am I gonna find? But yeah, thank you. Also, Liddy, way to go. You honestly deserve this. We all here at the office know how hard you work. Just congratulations. We're all so happy. So I kind of want to bring up a couple things that I've touched on before, but now with the Studio app, they're a little more relevant and a little more easy to use. So we talk about this purchase point of VisoLux. On subscription, it's $27. If you buy 4 of them, we all know it's $25 each. But on subscription, you're still hitting that price point that the average consumer purchases about 10 products like this a month. It's $29 is the average price point. We're under that even. So what this means is if you get your replicated sites out there, if you get content out there, people are more willing to buy at this price point rather than anything above the $29, which is really exciting for this. This is a way to introduce people to Oliabo, to our other products. And with Studio, it makes it even easier. So Adam, do you want to get that video up real quick? But yeah, I have a little video to show you how easy it is. So that slide on the right, I'm going to show you how easy that is to share with people in any way you want, just like Curtis was mentioning. And I'm going to talk over this as well. So go ahead, thanks. So what you do is you go to your Studio app, you click the bottom square buttons, you scroll down to Visa Lux, and you'll see Visa Lux images. You can either copy it under your Fair Share link or click share. So what this does is enable you to preview, share, or download it. You can then publish this to your social media platforms. You can email this, you can text it to anyone you want. That makes it easy and simple for people to purchase directly from you, which, I mean, in the past, you would have to send them your replicated sites. You wouldn't be able to send them images like this. So when this pops up on their phone, we just tested before, just to make sure I was doing it correctly. But when this happens, you're able to send this directly to your replicated site. So when people click on it, it goes right back to you. All right. Thank you, Adam.
Yeah, Ashley, can I add one more thing real quick to what you just
Yes,
said?
please.
So on this screen you guys are all looking at, you can see that it shows preview, share, and download. And then at the bottom of the screen recording that Ashley did, you see send to your contacts. If you upload all of your contacts into the app, then that's where your Fair Share link tracking is going to happen. And so underneath where it says send to your contacts, you would then see all of your contacts listed there. There's a search bar. I can go into mine, for example, and I can type in Ashley's name. She'll come up and there's a little send button. I click send and it's going to give me whatever options I have in her contact, whether I have her email address or her text message, whatever that is. If I click on the text message, it automatically populates into a text message for me with the link. I then send it to Ashley. And the reason this is important is because then it's going to track every single thing that Ashley does with that link. It'll show me if she went in and viewed this Visa Lux document. It'll show me if she went in and saw the document and then went and clicked somewhere else. So another example of that is if there was like a Visa Lux video, it would show me if Ashley went in and watched the video. And then if she clicked somewhere like the shopping and then went and added Visa Lux to the shopping cart, my app would show me all of that. It tracks all of what Ashley did. But the reason I bring this up is because if you click on the share that's in the black circle there, that's just going to give you a shareable link, but it won't be tied directly to that contact because you didn't send it through your contacts list. So that's why I encourage everybody to go upload your contacts so that you can have all of that shareable content be trackable.
Thank you. That's actually really helpful. So thanks for jumping in. And again, we're going to, or Curtis and I'm guessing Adam are going to be doing a training tomorrow on this to kind of go more in depth with everything on this app. So you can use it. It's easy. I can use it. So everyone should be able to use it. And then I actually get to turn it over to Adam, correct? Who honestly is one of the best people here, especially if you have a question. Adam knows. I don't even understand how he knows. He knows where to go, where to figure it out. So thank you, Adam, for all your help in all of this.
He's our own office Siri, right, Ashley? Just Siri.
Exactly.
I may not
ask
always
Adam.
know the
Yeah.
answer, but if I don't, I figure it out pretty fast.
Yep, agreed.
Okay. Well, thank you, Ashley. Yeah, so today I get to talk about something that we've been doing on our last few calls, and that is talking about our VIP membership specifically. So here at Oliabo, we have what we call our VIP membership, and the VIP membership comes with multiple things. One aspect of the VIP membership is that you get free shipping on every single order for an entire year. A couple of the other aspects are we do giveaways for the VIP members. Another one is a excelled or a top tier customer support experience. We've already implemented that. And so if you are a VIP member, you are currently put at the top of the queue anytime that you contact our support team. So that's part of us wanting to thank our VIP members, is giving them that excelled experience with Oliabo, right? And part of that is that we want to do giveaways, like I said. And so in our past few calls, we have done a random giveaway. And so we've uploaded every single VIP member's ID number into this generator that you're going to see on your screen now. And by we, I mean Ben here at the office. Ben is a genius with this kind of stuff. So he pulled a list of every single VIP member. He put all of the VIP members' ID numbers into this random giveaway generator. And so we're doing gratitude giveaways on these calls. And with the gratitude giveaway, whoever wins here in just a moment when I push the button is going to receive a black box. So this is an exclusive black box that we do for special events and giveaways. We've done it for some of our promotions, but the only way to get one of these black boxes is through that route. And the black box is going to include things like swag items. There might be some product in there. But I can tell you, one of our past winners from 2 weeks ago, Velma, she sent us a message. And when you guys send that stuff to us, whether it's to customer service or if you send something to me directly, we share it as a whole team because it's so fun and exciting to see, the experience that you are having. And so Velma, I'm back to her. Velma sent us in the nicest message. She was so excited about receiving her black box. It was a picture with all of the items that she received, and it was a bunch of swag items and product. So congratulations once again to you, Velma. So without further ado, let's go ahead and do the drawing for today. I'm going to click this button and you're going to see that ID numbers are randomly generating here. So I don't know if Ben's on. Hopefully he is and can look this ID number up real quick for me. But if your ID number is 1178, again, this is your Oliabo ID number, 1178. You are a VIP member and the brand new owner of a black box. And so you guys you'll expect to see that here sent out this week. So congratulations to you. And I'm going to be turning the time over now.
Benjamin P.
Congratulations to you. We'll be getting that black box sent out to you this week. So we're super excited for you to receive it. And again, it's exclusive swag. You can't buy it. You have to earn it through one of these giveaways or through one of our promotions. So congratulations to you, Benjamin. Okay, so now I get to turn the time over to our leader, Mr. Gordon Morton, our one and only true leader. He is such an inspiration and so fun to work with. We are constantly laughing here at the office. And just today we were having a meeting and everybody talks about how Gordon always has these fun sounds for things that he does. He'll be just like, pew, pew. But Gordon, thank you for your leadership of this company. And I'm going to turn the time over to you.
Adam, thank you. Adamo, grazie tante. Bello, you're fantastic. He is really the Siri of the office. Everybody comes in and like, Adam is the all-seeing. He's like the all-seeing everybody in the office. He just knows everything that's going on. So thank you, brother. Ashley, Curtis, Kent, mio fratello, Joe, and Liddy. Liddy, I'm giving you a standing O. You hit premio. Wow, amazing. And folks, if you're logging on for the first time into this little crazy energy orbit that is Oliabo, it is the name of our company. And as Joe talked about, the heritage is Italian. You'll notice on the back of every bottle of olive oil and on our Prima, there's a picture of, wrong panel. If I get the right panel, my brother and my mom and I. My mom is from Treviso, Italy, and so I have to give propers to her. And Joe and I, we were born in Canada. We live in the States, but I'm looking at myself right here. This is very Italian, okay? How can you tell an Italian? And the answer is because they have round shoulders and flat foreheads, because when you ask them a question, they go like this. And when you tell them the answer, they go like this, okay? So there's my Italian joke for you. All my friends felt responsible to tell me their Italian jokes growing up. But folks, I live by a couple of very simple rules. I remember a gentleman saying once, and it changed my life. It was in the South, so I can't do the accent properly, but he said, if you see someone that has something that you want, do what they did and you can get what they got. I'll say it again. If you see somebody that has something you want, do what they did and you can get what they got. It's not even grammatically proper, but it was for me a heroic statement because I was surrounded by people and I was like, I'm no better than anyone else, but I'm certainly no worse. And I would run into people and I would say, I have hope in myself based on that little statement. And you've heard me say before, I said this about Ray, that success has many fathers. And I was very fortunate many years ago to run into Ray Heron, and we've been thick as thieves ever since. You guys know, you see Ray and I talk on the calls a lot. But there is another gentleman that was also part of a trifecta that were people that were very influential in my life. And I get to introduce him right now. Our mystery guest. This is the crazy. The mystery guest is actually in my office. This is the weirdest thing. I got a little like nervousness and fear because he's like right next to me. But folks, I've been, since we started this thing in my brain, this is what the mind of man can conceive and believe he can achieve. And up till even a week ago, people would say, is that guy ever going to come in your company? And I'm like, I don't know. It's a volunteer army, but I hope so. And today is the day I get to make an announcement. I get to announce also too that you were the first person to sign up in studio, I believe, through the studio system. Correct? All right. So. I'm just like, I'm just going to ramble. So, hey, folks, I just want to do a quick introduction and introduce you to, it was Ray. Ray dragged him finally across the finish line. It wasn't me. It wasn't my charisma. It was Ray it's the Southern accent that did it, I think. So, folks, I'd like to introduce you to a very good friend of mine, Mr. Dwayne Dyer. I've known him since Nature Sunshine. Hey, that's a real hug.
Thank you. Thank you.
You can just stand. Take the.
Oh man. It's like an emotional moment for me. I talking about Italian jokes. I learned one thing: you never stand too close to an Italian, or they'll smack you in the head because they talk with their heads. And I was on a phone earlier with Joe, and I kept having to dodge, because I thought, oh yeah, I forgot these guys are really Italian. So anyway, it's just such an honor to be here. Liddy, congratulations to you. I know how much work it takes to rank events like that, and it's just such like a homecoming for me. And I'm going to tell a quick story that some of you have heard, but not very many, because most of you don't know this beginning. But years and years and years and years ago, in a galaxy far, far away, 1987 was the year, and that's before a lot of you were even born. But I was comfortably working with a company called Procter & Gamble, a little $2 billion company. And I was involved in operations there and got an opportunity to get tapped to come and work for a very small $30+ million company called Nature Sunshine Products, and to manage and then eventually direct their international operations. And when I first stepped into the position, what I didn't know was that I would be inheriting 4 general manager or 4 country managers in Canada, the United Kingdom, Australia, New Zealand, and we would go on eventually to open many, many more markets with them. But what I didn't know at the time was that 3 of those 4 general managers or country managers had actually interviewed for the position that I got. And I guess I got it because I was coming from a big $2 billion organization, and they were looking for somebody, that could help them grow and develop. And it was exciting for me because I was brand new to this industry. The natural supplement industry, the network marketing or multi-level marketing industry was all brand new. But of the 4 general managers, 3 experienced animosity towards me. And I thought, man, guys, I didn't even know you. And here you are, because I guess they wanted the position and I came in without any experience, and they were well experienced in the industry. And so I could relate to that. But one general manager actually took me under his wing. He was actually a mentor to me. And whenever I had an issue or a challenge or something, I always went to him and grew a bond with him. And that individual was the general manager or country manager of Canada, and his name was Gordon Morton. And so as I flew up to Canada and got to meet with Gordon, I saw all the quotes on his walls, and I began learning more from him than he was ever going to learn from me. I knew that right from the beginning. And we went to dinner at a restaurant nearby as part of the boss, country manager thing. And who was the waiter there? Was yours truly.
Me. I waited his table.
How old were you? You were like,
I think 19, maybe 19, 20 years old.
19 or 20. And I thought, wow. And so shortly thereafter, we went on a business trip together, and it was what was called a Top Achievers Club trip, or TAC trip, and it was in Mexico. And I remember getting off the bus, and we were walking up to take our luggage into the hotel, and there's this young, nice-looking Italian boy or young man. He was, if you were 19, he had to be about 16 or 17, probably.
Yes.
2 years younger. 16.
He's 3 years younger.
3 years younger. So he was 16, and his name was Joe Morton. He was hanging out of a tree as we were walking into the hotel. Well, I have to tell you, two of the greatest gentlemen that I ever had the opportunity to work with came from that father and mother, which was Gordon and Gabriella Morton. And what was so unique is that I quickly learned that these guys had never been outside the industry. All their entire lives, they had worked with distributors in the field. They had worked with their dad, who was a country manager. Everything that they had ever experienced, it was in their blood to do this. And so it wasn't a surprise years later. I was actually quite envious when they started the company Oliabo, and I knew that it had very high potential of success. And we're watching it now right before our eyes. We're watching these fantastic quality leaders. Ray Heron, can't say enough about him. He is a workaholic. He will just he's just a leader among leaders, and to be their master distributor and to head up the organization, couldn't ask for a finer individual. And so, partner, we call each other partners because we were partners together at one time with a man named
In a distributorship.
in a distributorship with Ken Pontius, another mentor of ours that was just a great guy who was taken too young from us with a brain tumor. And I think he was like 54 years old, but he taught us a lot, and we had a great opportunity. Gordon was kind of handling the U.S. side of things, and I was handling the international side of things, working with Ken, and we had great success there. We advanced Ken's organization and really built it out. So anyway, just such a great opportunity to be reunited with these guys, and I'm just so honored that I have the opportunity to work with them and rub shoulders with them and build leadership with them. It's going to be exciting. So
You're the best. That was it. I gave you all of like 2 minutes notice, right? So he was in the office. So
I was on a phone call earlier with Joe, and I'll tell you, the thing that resonates with this organization, if you don't get anything else from me today, is that you're going to see the real deal. There is genuine integrity. They are very transparent. They are, again, they're men of their word. And that's what I love about them, is that they express love and relationships with people. That is their primary, most important thing. I'm good at names and we'll talk about, remember, Deb, we did this with Don up in Canada. We did this, with Brenda Cook over in this area. And, we talk names. These guys, I can't keep up with them. They know names like their family members. And that's because they really matter to them. Relationships are the most important thing. And I hope as we get going further, we'll be talking more about relationships and more about how to develop those relationships with each other. But anyway, I've said enough. I'm going to turn it back over to you.
Fantastic. I like when I don't have to work.
Glad you're here.
So,
Joe.
yep. Ashley, we want awkwardness.
But it's
We'll see who actually cares, who actually listens to my texts as they come to my office. I hate when we have to all go on our own computers because we can all hear each other. There's Kurt. My text.
Here's a funny story about Dwayne, guys. When I was living late in Montreal or something, and Dwayne slept in my bed at the house.
Oh my
And
God.
my dog Odie, our dog
yeah.
Odie, woke you up licking
me
your
in the face.
That's how far back we go. Anyways.
By the way, there's a lot of that goes around, and I think it's been a lot of that's been missing from this industry for quite some time. I'll tell you, if you're looking at this for the first time, you're saying, "Man, can I do this thing?" Come on in, Rondo. This is getting really like poor Ashley. It's like a dude fest. It's gonna smell like men here in a second. If you're new to this and you're saying, "Can I do this thing?" I'm telling you, this industry, it's as simple as falling off a log. If you have a good experience with the product, you just simply tell people about it. And I'm blocking Ashley. That's like a really bad protocol. Come on over here. Right here.
Be in the middle.
Awkwardness. Okay, folks, thank you. You had yesterday, and it's 99.9% certain you're gonna have tomorrow. But the only thing you really have is the moment. And I wanted to take the time, always on every call, to express gratitude. So thank you for taking some time out of your schedule this week. And welcome aboard. Good job, Ray. He brought in Dwayne. Apparently, Ray's a better salesman than I am. So anyway,
Ray's the best.
yeah, you'll hear more
You're
about.
not bad either, Lord.
You'll hear more about this gentleman in the future, but he knows several of you on the line, more than several of you. Gratitude, folks. Until next week. Cheers. Get on to Curtis's call. Pam Fam, promote a meeting from a meeting. Curtis's call tomorrow, Thursday. All the cool kids will be there. All right. Cheers, folks.
Bye.
Bye. See ya.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Recording stop.